guys, this is Alisha Costanzo and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about books because that's part of what I do here. Anyways, it is the mid-year freakout tag and I hope to do this a little better than I did last year. So I have my questions, and number one is the best book you've read so far in 2021. And that was kind of hard, believe it or not, but I'm going with All Systems Red by Martha Wells. Martha Wells. And this is from the Murderbot Diaries, and I love the character, the point of view, the Murderbot. He was fantastic, so much so that my husband stopped while I was listening to it and jumped into the last 3/4 of it, and we're not going to read these together, and it's just amazing. It's pretty much, he's like a cyborg Murderbot who hacked his own feed because of shit that happened previously. He's kind of rented out by a corporation to help people survive interplanetary travel and scientific discovery because, you know, creatures and things happen. So, I loved this guy's personality. So, yes. All Systems Red, Martha Wells. Book number 2 is the best sequel that I read in 2021. And this one's going to have to be God's Grave by J. Kristoff. And I just finished this one yesterday, in which I texted my husband because I was talking to him about the book and all the twists and what I thought was going to happen. And pretty much my reaction to this was, holy fucking shit. Holy shit. Holy shit, did that just happen? Everything I thought was gonna happen, like twists abound, surprises abound. Really excited to read number 3. Best books so far in 2021. So question number 3 is the best new release you haven't read yet, but you are really excited to. And this is going to be We Free the Stars by Hazel. Oh, I looked up how to say her name so long ago. But I read her first, We Hunt the Flame, and I loved it. And the new one came out at the beginning of the year. I just haven't gotten a hold of it yet because the audiobook's not available in my library. I've requested it. But I'm super, super excited to read this book. Because the first book was this young woman go into the woods and was trying to hunt and feed her family, and she had to go on this mission in order to save everybody because there's been constant sand and then there was snow and there's just things were going wrong and she needed to go fix them because of all the gods and the witches and the sisters and crazy things like that. And there was romance and there was fighting and there was just a lot of things that I really, really liked. Very well drawn out. Great world building, great character building, great tension. So I'm looking forward to that coming again in a book number 2. And question number 4 is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. And this one is Vespertine by Margaret Rogerson. I just finished Sorcery of Thrones. I've read The Enchantment of Ravens. And this one is about a young lady who's essentially going to work with the dead to save her people. And I don't really need to know a whole lot more than that. There's going to be magic, there's going to be romance, there's going to be fighting and violence and all the things that I like. I've liked her first 2 books. I'm pretty sure she's going to be a new favorite author. So this one will cinch it for me and I'm super excited to get to it. So question number 5 is my biggest disappointment of 2021 so far, and that was Trashy Conquest by Gemma James. I've talked about this one before, but I gave it 2 stars. It was actually running, I had 3 books that I wanted to, well, more than 3 books that I wanted to put on this, but because I read the first book and it was fantastic, well, maybe not fantastic, but it was at least a 4-star. The first one, there was nice slow build of tension, things were going wrong as they should in order to get fixed, and the cliffhanger was awesome. I liked the first book. The second book did not live up to my hype of the first one. It fell flat, there was no tension, everything was too easy, and I was highly disappointed in it. So the runners-up for that was also Torrent by Gemma James, Gideon the Ninth by Tasman Muir, Naked in Death by J.D. Robb. Yeah, but number 6, the big surprise of 2021. And that one was We Hunt the Flame by Hazel. I talked about her other book, her second book in the series, just a moment ago and talked about this book, and I just loved. I was surprised. I was like, oh, that looks cool. It was an Instagram challenge pick, and so I didn't know a whole lot about it, and I loved it. So yes, possibly new favorite author. We will see after book 2 if we're leaning toward that, because sequels can make or break some people. They really good. My little guy. We're gonna get my little guy in here because I like him so much. Okay, so question number 7, new favorite author. I have a bird outside the window. So one of my new favorite authors 2021 is Trisha Levenseller. I read her book, The Daughter of the Pirate King, and I really, really liked it. It was close to a favorite book of the month. I definitely enjoyed her writing. Again, high tension, good characterization, things went wrong, the character wasn't perfect. I liked all of the things. I liked all of the things. Pretty good writing too, like that's important. We should actually include that in my little reviews of that here. So question number 8 is my new fictional crush, and this is Ezra from The Year of the Witching. Now the book in general kind of fell flat for me, but the first half of the book, when we were learning about the society and those types of things, Ezra stood out for me because he was adorable. I just loved him. I can't even explain really what I loved him, but he felt right for most of the book. I hope that makes sense. And of course he makes so many sacrifices for Emmanuel, and I'm just like, definitely a new character crush for me. Yes. Number 9, my new favorite fictional character in general, and that is actually going to be Mercy Thompson from Patricia Briggs' The Mercy Thompson series. I was trying to figure out how to fit this one in here because I started this series at the beginning of the month and I'm on like number 5 or 6. But she is a shifter coyote, and she lives by a bunch of werewolves. She grew up with werewolves. She deals with fae. She bought a mechanic shop from fae, and there's vampires, and she's just this like sassy, strong woman who wants to take care of herself, can actually take care of herself, sacrifices herself in order for other people to be safe, and like is unwilling to just stand by because of politics. Like, I love her. Even though she has to be saved sometimes, but she has to be saved because she saved other people. You know if that makes sense? Plus she's sassy and she's smart, and I like that. So number 10 is a book that made me cry, and We Are Okay by Nina LaCour made me bawl most of the time through the book. Like that, it was a good sad book. Like it was a good sad book about depression and loss and all those things. And yes. Number 11 is a book that made me happy, and that is How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories by Holly Black. It was just a short little thing at the end of The Folk of Air, and something. Anyways, The Cruel Prince, Wicked King, Queen of Nothing. You know, that series. I don't know why I can't think of the actual name of it. I'll put it on screen for you guys. But that made me so happy just because I love to see them again. And finally, the most beautiful book I bought this year is actually Self-Made by Matt Groom. It's the only book I bought 2 books this year, and it was a beautiful graphic novel. So, and I really like the story in it too. So it worked pretty well for this. Got this guy again because I'm laying down. This is going to be a long list. Number 13. What books do you still need to read in 2021? So I have all of my 21 before 2021 books on this list. Let's go through them real quick, shall we? Number 1 is Catch-22 by Joseph Heller. This is a classic that I should have read by now, and that's why it's on that list. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. The Southern Book Club's Guide to How to Kill a Vampire by Grady Hendrix. Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. The Chemist by Stephenie Meyer. Changeless by Gail Carriger. Take Me Back by Megan March. The Proposal by Jasmine Gilroy. Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman. The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. And Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Some of those are going to be in a poll down below. If you guys want to pick one of those for next month's TBR, I would really appreciate it. Question number 14 is what is my favorite video that I have made this year, and it is actually my end of the year wrap up for 2020 because I got to actually go through all the things that I did and didn't do and come to terms with the fact that that's okay because I accomplished a lot of things, even if I over schedule myself with stuff. So that was definitely a video that I enjoyed, and a lot of people seem to have enjoyed it too. So. And then finally, number 15 are my favorite Booktube community members. So, Casey from Lost in a Bookcase. Love her. She's super funny. Paige Reads and Writes. So Paige from Paige Reads and Writes. Also super funny. Very genuine, very low-key. Kayla from Books on Lala. Who doesn't love her? She's just amazing in general, and I love all of her content. Tatiana from My Many Interests. She has the best aesthetic ever, and she's super, super cute. And then Becca from Becca in the Books, just because I, obviously love her Bookopoly, and I actually enjoy watching her vlogs, even though we don't have very similar reading tastes, and that's okay, because she's sassy, and I like watching her do her candles, and I like her opinions, and I like how she just has all of these different things going on, and it's awesome. So, yes. Let me know what your answers are to some of these questions. I'd love to know what your biggest disappointment and your biggest surprise were, especially because I feel like that's going to be awesome, and who you have a character crush on. I always love me a good character. So let me know how you guys are doing in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.